Hi everyone, I'm the Boston Potta. As they would say in Boston, let's get started. Hi everyone, the Boston Potta here doing this bowl. It's a pottery glaze bowl. I have 3 to 4 coats. I put 4 because I'm a light applicator, but you need 3 to 4 coats of pottery patina, which is a pottery glaze. You're not going to be dipping it, so you're just going to put the coats on. The other 2 colors I have here are Galaxy and Butterscotch, and they're in a Fun Rider bottle with an orange tip, which gives a little bit wider of a barrel because I want it to come out a little bit heavier. So, and I've got a little bit of water here. So, first thing I'm going to do is go a little bit, you know, like this is the top of the bowl. I'm going to go about 3/4 down the bowl. And I'm going to put some little dots with this. Now I'm only going to do about, let's see, I got 3, 4, 5 of them at a time, 5 or 6 at a time. And I'm going to bring the line down. I'm going to show you this in a second. Okay, so that's what it looks like. Okay, so I'm going to go around the whole bowl like this. Give it a little bit of space because you are going to put something in between these. I'll try to do it right under the, whoops, right under the camera here so you can see it. Okay, so I'm putting the dot. You're just going to bring it down a little. You don't have to squeeze more out, so. Okay, so you can see what I have in here. They don't have to be perfect. They're a little uneven. That's okay. That's what it's supposed to be. Now, I'm going to take a brush, and this is just a little detail brush, which I just got my bowl wet, but take a little brush, and now each one that you see here, I'm going to put water in it. Okay, I'm going to just just keep the bowl kind of straight, and you know, just get each one with water because I want it to fuzz up a little bit. You can use the Fun Rider bottles, or you can do this whole technique with a brush too, but this particular one I did with the Fun Riders. It was a little quicker for me. Now this is a dark blue that's going on here, so it looks purple. The Galaxy looks a little purplish in the bottle, but it's not. I'm going to show you this when I get done putting the water in it. Well, you can probably see it pretty good anyway. You can see how it's all wet, very wet. It's okay, the water's going to flow to the bottom. Okay, so that's what you got so far, okay? Doesn't look like much, but it comes out pretty cool when it's finished. Okay, so now I'm going to take this bottle again, and now I want my lines a little thinner, so this time I'm going to take the tip off, the orange tip. I'm going to try the pink tip, which is a little bit thinner, because now I'm going to go in between these, so where these are. Now you can let that dry if it's easier for you to see it, but now I'm going to go in between these, so I'm going to go in between each one with a dot again, and I'm going to bring that down in between that. It's okay if it's wet. I don't know if you can see, this is what I'm doing. So now I got, it's on this side here. You see I got a few more dots. So I'm going in between each each one, that each circle that I already put there with the lines, and now I'm putting in some more. And I'm still putting the dot in, and then I'm still bringing it down into the center of the bowl. So it's in the center of these, but it's a little above. It's a little above it's higher, a little higher than the first dot that you put. I'm almost done here. Okay, now, I don't know if you can see this very good because of the wet, the water makes it harder to look at, but now I'm going to put some water in again on these. So these are going to have the same thing as the other ones. They're going to run down the center. So I'm kind of keeping it in line because I still want somewhat of that line there. But when after it's fired, I want it to kind of blend a little bit. So by putting the water in there, it's going to fuzz up. It's bringing a lot of this blue color down into the center area, which we're going to do something with that too. Okay, now you've got this look, okay? Still looks kind of watery and messy, so now I'm going to take this again. And now I'm going to go up higher. And I'm going to put a dot. I'm going to put a little bit of a bigger dot. In the middle, above the other one, above the lower one. The lower, there's a dot. I'm going, it's hard to see because of the lighting here, but I'm going right above the lower dot. Like, you know, I have 2 rows of dots. Well, the ones that's the lowest, that's where this is going above. Because I wanted to have some up a little bit high. Okay. Now I'm just going to place these all. If you have a chance to let it dry first, that's good too. It might start leaking down a little bit. That's okay too, because you're going to bring them down anyway. I'm not going to bring it down as far. As you can see, I started a little bit higher, okay? So now you can take the water again, but now you're not going to, you notice I didn't take this and bring it down with this. Instead, I'm going to just bring it down with the water, a little bit of water, and bring it down, almost going around the other one. Because I don't want to put too much blue, so I'm going to bring this down just a little bit into the other ones. So you can see why it didn't matter if it dripped a little. You could go even higher on the plate and put another dot if you wanted to. I'm going to keep it at this. So I got 3 rows, I got three sets of dots. Okay, now that's what it looks like now, if you can see that. You see it on the side of it. Okay, now I'm going to take the blue and I'm going to kind of make a swirl in the middle. Okay, so this is what I have. Now I'm going to take the water again and I'm going to water it down a little bit. I don't want it to be so perfect. I want it to kind of fuzz up and spread out. So you can see I'm taking the water, and I'm just spreading it around, just following the circle that I had. Okay, now that's the blue. That's the main part of the bowl. So now I'm going to take this 2364, which is the butterscotch, and I'm actually I found that I'm gonna swap this tip also. I'm gonna put on a pink tip. I don't want it to be too much, so I'm gonna put on the pink tip. Now, this time, now you can let the bowl dry. The best thing is to let it dry before you do this next step. So I'm gonna let this dry a little bit, and then I'm gonna show you the last step of the bowl with the butterscotch. Okay, now I let the bowl dry enough that it's not dripping wet, so these dots aren't dripping down. So I'm going to take this butterscotch, and now I'm going to put dots in each one of my my little purple, where my purple dots were. I'm going to put them a little bit big. This is what I'm doing. I don't know if you can see it, okay? I'm going to put it all on the top ones. It's not quite dry, but it's dry enough that it won't be dripping all over the place. Now I'm going to add drops to the other two that are down lower. So you're getting this with the dots. Sometimes I don't know even exactly where they are because of the watered down look, but I'm guessing. And that's okay, it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, so I got all my dots in there. Like I said, they're not perfect, that's okay. Now I'm going to take this and I'm going to swirl right in the center of where I had the purple. Or, well, I shouldn't say purple. It looks purple on the bowl, but it's dark blue. The galaxy. And I'm going around the same circle that I did, like this, right inside that. And, of course, I'm going to add water again, but I'm not going to add water to the dots up top. I want them to stay. But I am going to add a little bit of water going around here. And that's about it. If you mess up a little bit, like I did, I hit the bowl coming over it with the water. I'm just going to use a little sponge and just dab it off because I don't want that color up on the top rim there. And that's about it. It's just a matter of putting water in with the color. I'm adding a little more water here. Okay. That's it. Like I said, you mess up like I just did, just wipe it off a little bit. Don't wipe it too hard or you'll have to add some more of the Pottery patina. But that's it. Just fire it. Fire it to an 06 and we'll see how it looks. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Catch you later.